In the year 1815, the world felt calm and normal. People were farming, trading, and living their daily lives, completely unaware that nature was about to change everything. On a quiet island called Sumbawa in Indonesia stood Mount Tambora, a huge mountain that had been silent for centuries. To the local people, it was just part of the land. No one believed it could ever become dangerous. Then, one night, the ground began to shake. At first, the tremors felt small, almost harmless. People woke up, stepped outside their homes, and looked around in confusion. Some thought it was just another earthquake and went back to sleep. But on April 10th, 1815, everything changed forever. Mount Tambora exploded with unimaginable force. The blast was so powerful that the sound was heard thousands of kilometers away. Many people thought a war had begun. Fire, lava, and massive clouds of ash shot high into the sky. Within minutes, daylight turned into complete darkness. Entire villages were buried or burned. Thousands of people lost their lives in just a few hours. But the worst part of the disaster was not what people could see. The volcano had sent enormous amounts of ash and gas high into the atmosphere, far above the clouds. Slowly, that ash began to spread across the world. The sun grew weaker. The sky stayed dull and gray. When the year 1816 arrived, it felt completely wrong. Summer never truly came. History later named it the year without a summer. Snow fell during summer months in Europe. In America, crops froze in the fields. Farms failed, and food became scarce. Hunger spread quickly. Bread prices rose. People fought over food. Riots broke out in cities, and families were forced to leave their homes in search of survival. In China, heavy rains caused massive floods that destroyed villages. In India, the monsoon system collapsed, arriving at the wrong time and ruining crops. Across the world, people looked at the sky and asked the same question: what is happening to our world? Scientists at the time were confused. They had never seen anything like this before. They could not understand how the climate had suddenly changed. The connection between a volcano and global weather was still unknown. Fear spread everywhere, and many believed the world was coming to an end. Yet even in this darkness, something unexpected happened. Writers and thinkers, trapped indoors by cold and storms, began to create. During this time, Mary Shelley wrote Frankenstein, one of the most famous horror stories in history. A global disaster had shaped human creativity in a strange way. In total, nearly 100,000 people died because of Mount Tambora, either directly from the explosion or later from hunger and disease. But the eruption also changed how humans understood the planet. For the first time, people began to realize that a single natural event could affect the entire world. This disaster helped shape modern climate science and the way we study weather today. Mount Tambora left behind a powerful message. No matter how advanced humans become, nature is always stronger. One mountain, one eruption, was enough to slow down the whole world. And the question it leaves us with is simple but frightening. If something like this happened today, would we really be ready?